Hi Mark, I have a topic idea for Monday Rant Part 2. I'm sure Glenn would have some entertaining stories about it. The question is, do you guys remember the Superfecta? I'm astonished this bet type has not been rekindled. It used to operate in the last race in Sydney. It always created a buzz around the track as the pools would jackpot into huge amounts, and the challenge of picking the first six in order was both tantalisingly daunting and rewarding. I'm surprised that the Tabcorp leaders haven't considered bringing it back, and surely it would create more interest than the current Big Six option, as that's just a poor cousin to the quaddie. Now that we have such regular big fields in the highway race, I think the highways would be an ideal place to bring back the Superfecta. Did either Glenn or yourself play the Superfecta?
Wish they had it on Saturday in the highway. Might have got it.
Isn't that funny? Did either Glenn or yourself play the Superfecta? And if you did, do you have any recollections about successfully winning the Superfecta? Or can you remember anyone who'd ever tasted success with this bet type?
Yeah, well, obviously we have a lot to do with the Superfecta, and you're right, it's tantalising, it's daunting, it's all of the above.
We used to have huge jackpot pools as well.
Huge jackpot pools, and it was even more exciting when there was no flexies, when you had to have it for $1. That was really exciting. Don't worry about that.
Yeah.
And I've got some amazing stories about the Superfecta today, but
I thought the great one was Peter Todd's, wasn't it?
Peter Todd's is a fantastic one.
Yep. Francine in the last at Canterbury.
By the way, I've got I got a mate of mine. If you want the best footballs at the best prices in Australia, Deploy Footballs, guys. Absolutely fantastic company. I was a little bit to do with designing some of these balls a few years ago when I could still kick, and now they're flying and selling thousands of balls. But anyway, the owner of the company is a mate of mine called Andy Head, and his dad, who was a tiny punter, got a Superfecta up and collected 28,000, and that was a lot of money a long time ago. So there you go. And I think he used to put them on every day since, and I don't think he's got another one. So there you go. There you go.
They are exciting to play. There's just no doubt about it, and they create a lot of interest, especially with flexi betting. People can have it for 1 cent, so they should bring them back. But it's a great product.
Yeah, it also means that you actually have to promote tab parimutuel pools rather than flogging your fixed odds.
Who wrote the email?
That was Witty in the chat room. Adam, the taxi driver, from Thailand.
Oh, Adam, next time in Sydney, I'll tell you the world's best Superfecta story. The world's best. I can't say it on here. Too many people go to jail.
You're such a
so when
can't we change the names?
No, but I'm involved.
Change your name. Just change your name. Right.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I can do it that way.
Yeah.
Let's just say there's this bloke.
There's an Irishman, an Englishman, and an Australian, and they go to the races.
There's a big punter called Bill, and he's out of play. and he's sold all his cars, so he's been known to hitch to the races. On this time, he got the train to ram him. Sitting on the train, he's completely cast, reading the Herald, whatever, and noticed in the last race there's a massive jackpot in the Superfecta, and Bill thought, oh, that's impossible to get. Plus, you've got to get it for $1, and you've got no money on you. But never mind. Still ticks away in the back of Bill's mind. So Bill gets to the track, and he's pretty well known on the course, and he knows lots of people. And instead of trying to bite someone, because he's pretty used to biting and punting and then jackpotting, so he decides, I'm just going to work on this Superfecta. I'm going to go ding, 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 ding. So he put 2 or 3 hours on course into work. He goes, I've worked this out, said Bill, for 36,500 combinations. So Bill thought, well, I could probably buy 36,500, but I've got to sell this product because I might get a kick. So Bill spoke to
Freddie,
a couple of big punters, and got 2 off this bloke and 3 off that bloke and 4 off that bloke, and you've got 9% and you've got 8%, and they're the number. It was all above board, and Bill puts the ticket on 36. It's a great effort to raise money, boys. The bet's on. The race is run. Dunk, 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 dunk. Yes, boys, we've got it. Bill has no part of it because he's just trying to get a sling to get back into the game. quite a few people are waiting for the dividend, and they say to Bill, you got 10% with me. You got 10%. Well, Bill's getting 10% everywhere. This is the fattest result of all time. Mind you, he got the train to the races. Anyway, up goes the dividend. Bill will never forget the dividend. 372,000. We all got... No, I wasn't involved. Bill was. We all got about 10 times our money. And Bill's thinking, I'm a chance to get about 35, 40,000 out of this, and all I've done is put it together. Bill said to himself.
The entrepreneur.
Yeah. Anyway, basically everyone came through. A few blokes said 10. Didn't think it was going to pay that fat. You're a bit of a fuckwit. There's only 5%. Bill was still happy. Bill's got the ticket, and about 12 people are terrified that Bill's got the ticket.
Yeah.
Anyway, Bill didn't also know how to pay everybody because he's just got a ticket. So Bill's sitting up in the commission room, people coming, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? I said, no, Bill said he's spoken to the tote thing and they can arrange the money by Saturday in cash. Big effort by the tab for Bill. Boys, it's going to be sweet. Anyway, Bill's there, 372,000. He's catching a train home, Bill, with his ticket in his pocket, looking at the other hard 9-to-5ers going, if only they knew what was in Bill's front pocket. Bill gets home minding his business, still can't really afford food that night, but knows that Saturday it'll be sweet. Bill gets a phone call late at night. It's one of the biggest bookies at the time who had a small problem with
Bill's
doing something with he had too much cash and he wanted to. He said to Bill, I believe you've got a ticket for 372,000. I said, yeah, that's right.
I'll give
Fred.
you 400 for it.
No. He said, I'll give you 420,000 cash on Saturday for it.
Yeah.
Bill said to Fred, that sounds fantastic. Because there's no way Bill's telling all the commission holders
Exactly.
about the other 48.
Yeah. No, you shouldn't either.
Well, Bill didn't want to.
Yeah.
Anyway, this very, very big bookie comes into the commission room, meets Bill an hour before the race on Saturday. And as long as Bill remembers, he'll always be indented in his mind that he had a Qantas maroon suitcase. Qantas. I can see it now. Checked, Bill. There it is. Thanks, Fred. There's that brief. Everyone comes in. Joey and I can't think if there's so many people's names. Now your share was 36.5, but 10% for me is 3,600 off. There's your
Oh, you even.
Oh, yeah. Bill still
10% for Bill. 10%
Yes.
10% Bill.
I was going to say.
Anyway,
you could have just taken the.
cut a long story short, Bill got everyone paid by about race 2. Come race 2, in comes this massive bookie, Fred, aghast, distressed. I'm going, oh my God. No, I wasn't. Bill was going, oh my God, don't tell me you've changed your mind. And he went, Bill. I went, no, I didn't. Bill went, what? He went, what'd you do with my TAA bag?
Oh, you're kidding me.
Oh, you get it. So the interesting part of the story is Bill went to the races on a Wednesday, got the train. He didn't have enough money for a pie and cleared about 90.
It's the best.
Great work for Bill.
Oh.
I'm so glad you know Bill to be able to relate the story all these
Yeah.
years.
I can't believe he went to 420 with you, the bookie. That was
10%, a bit over 10%.
Yeah.
well,
for Bill.
370. No, yeah.
It's 407.
Mm.
Anyway,
10% with a tip.
Bill obliged. Pretty funny story. But the funniest part of the story is how much he was worried about the empty TAA bag.
I thought the funniest part of the story was how Bill lost 90,000 in the last 6 races.
That was